Good evening, YouTube. Full Circle Review back here again with another review. This time I got 4 different types of Pop-Tarts. I got S'mores, Frosted Chocolate Chip Cookie Dough, Frosted Cherry, and Cupcake. We're going to start with a Cupcake, which is Frosted Chocolate Cupcake, naturally and artificially flavored. Serving size is 2 pastries at 360 calories, 9 grams of fat, 68 grams of carbs, and 5 grams of protein. I'm excited about this. I'm hoping it tastes like a Hostess cupcake. I will not be trying these heated, as some of these say that you can eat them straight from the foil, toasted, stacked, or frozen. I guess stacked is where you're really hungry and you want to eat a whole bunch of Pop-Tarts really fast. We are not doing that today. Doing it straight from the pack, the way they're made. I've never had... Well, the only one of these I've had before is the cherry. Okay, these are stuck together. And I'm going to butcher this. There it is. Nice little pretty chocolatiness. Quite a bit of filling in there. Has a terrible preservative smell to it. Kind of like Little Debbie brownies. Extremely dry. Slightly crispy. The frosting on top is also crispy and sweet. You get a little bit of bitterness from that cocoa. If you eat just the side piece by itself, very chocolatey, very, very chocolatey. And it's a chocolatey I like. It's like a bitter Oreo chocolatey. The sweetness of the cream helps to counteract that. I wish that it was more vanilla-y. This just seems to be generic sweet cream. As I do not see vanilla in this. There's yellow dye, but no vanilla. I cannot really differentiate Cupcake. If you handed me this and told me to guess the flavor, I would just say fudge. You know, cupcakes typically have like a cake type flavor to them. I get no cakeness here. I just get chocolate, like a chocolate fudge. Then a sweet cream. So this is like a sweet cream fudge. I do not get Cupcake. This is going to get a 76 out of 100. They can improve by making it taste like chocolate cake. I really like the chocolate flavor here. Just the cream needs to taste vanilla-y, like this picture. And I feel like the icing itself, since this is supposed to be a frosted chocolate cupcake, could taste like chocolate frosting, not just sweet frosting. It tastes like literally a fudge-flavored cookie covered with just powdered sugar icing. A little disappointing. Now we're going to try the cherry. I like fruit-type Pop-Tarts. As you can see, this one's already been opened. Serving size is 2 pastries at 370 calories, 9 grams of fat, 70 grams of carbs, and 3 grams of protein. But, we're going to try to work through the entire Pop-Tart series. See, these are so much prettier, even though everything is extremely uneven on these. You can see it has that nice granulated cherry filling. It always strikes me as odd is how their pastry dough always tastes slightly undercooked, like it needs to be toasted. It's dry, but the cherry filling helps counteract that. It's an artificial cherry, but it's not super over the top. It's kind of subtle. I like the sweetness. It's not overly sweet. It goes well with the pie crust. The crust is extremely dry. I wish it had buttery notes. It just seems like bland crust. Vanilla would really help counteract that. This would benefit from having a more even coating of icing on top. It's spotty and holy in some places, and there's filling leaking through. It just seems to be a little unprofessional. I like the sugar bits on top of the icing coating. It adds good crispy texture. This is going to get an 84 out of 100. They could improve by making the cherry flavor a little bit more potent, making the pie crust more vanilla-y, cooking the pie crust to where it tastes cooked and toasted. Like, you know, when you have a slice of apple pie, you want to make sure it has a nice cooked, dry, crunchy, flaky bottom. This pie crust also needs to have buttery notes in it, like it tastes like it was cooked and not just raw dough. But I really like the filling and the flavor of this one, and I feel like they carried it across. It just needs to be cooked more professionally, and it needs better presentation. Now we're going to move on to the frosted chocolate chip cookie dough. How can you mess up cookie dough? Serving size is 2 pastries at 370 calories, 10 grams of fat, 68 grams of carbs, and 4 grams of protein. I'm surprised there's not a protein-specific Pop-Tarts line, because there's protein bars out there that are terrible for you when it comes to fat and carbs. But as long as it has 10 grams of protein, it's a protein bar. Pop-Tarts are already halfway there. This is what it's a fairly pretty bar. Seems like the frosting's a little lopsided and it's not that even. It's a little blotchy and sparse in places. Let's just hope it's filled. Ooh, it looks like there's quite a bit of filling in there. And it says chocolate chip cookie dough, so I'm looking for chocolate chips. There's one. This pie crust is better than the one with the cherry. I still wish it had a more toasted flavor and a little bit of butter in it. But this one, it has some type of flavoring added, like almost like a cookie. It's very nice. It's much better than the cherry one. The chocolate chips add a good texture to this, crispiness and crunch. I wish there were more of them, and I wish I could taste the chocolate. The filling itself overpowers the little bit of chocolate that's here. And I cannot taste the chocolate frosting. I really like the filling in this. It's like halfway between cookie dough and like a jam filling. It's nice. It's not as gritty as cookie dough. I wish it was a little more gritty, and I wish there was more chocolate chips. But the flavor is really nice. Again, if someone asked me to guess the flavor of that, I would not say chocolate chip cookie dough. I mean, I get a cookie aspect. I'd almost just say this is a cookie flavor, but it's really hard to tell that it's cookie dough. I'm going to have to give this one 86 out of 100. They can improve by increasing the amount of chocolate chips, making the filling more gritty like actual cookie dough, making the frosting more chocolatey. It's just, this seems to be a one-note flavor here of just cookie filling. I feel like if the crust were like cooked with brown sugar and toasted better, it would accent that butteriness of a cookie, and you would better be able to tell that this is chocolate chip cookie. Again, a little disappointed. Now we're going to go on to probably the most recommended one, S'mores. Serving size is 2 pastries at 370 calories, 9 grams of fat, 37 grams of carbs, and 5 grams of protein. This seems like a good idea because you just have to make a graham cracker pie crust and fill it with chocolate and marshmallow. See, this one looks toasted. Chocolate glaze on there again, it's a little sparse and uneven. But you know, they've done a pretty good job with filling these. I mean, they've had quite a bit of filling. Look at... Let it fall apart. Look at that filling. Immediately get the graham. And get the sweet vanilla marshmallow. The glaze on top adds to the sweetness. I'm just not getting much chocolate here. Graham cracker flavor is on point. Marshmallow flavor is on point. This has the marshmallow flavor of like a moon pie. It's just the chocolate is very transparent and you don't really taste it. Other than the chocolate, this is the best Pop-Tart here, 92 out of 100. They just need to make the chocolate stronger. They could do that by increasing the cocoa content of the glaze, or the chocolate sauce itself, maybe replacing it with a fudge, because they have some good fudge flavors. Like, for example, maybe using some of the chocolate from this thing in this, and it would be a much better Pop-Tart. But that is an outstanding Pop-Tart. Out of all these, I would buy the S'mores again, definitely. I'm glad I found those. And I like the cherry. The other two, they can pass away. But, if you like these videos, like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll keep them coming. Help me grow this channel. Y'all take care.